Start of the 1995 Grand Final. Paul Robinson gets it underway. Brought back straight away by Riggs, the second rower. Terry Riggs. Across it comes to Luke Taylor. Taylor goes under a high one from Anderson, and he's brought to ground 20 metres from his own try line. Wide it comes. That's Galloway, the lock forward. Hipwood, it is the lock forward. Galloway's in the second row. Now Taylor again. Strong play from Phillips. And it's on in the opening minutes as fists fly. Big start to the first grade, the grand final. Punches flying there from Marsh and Phillips initially. Before the whole team joined in, and Peter Phillips has got 10 minutes in the sin bin for his part in the opening. And Luke Taylor's done the same. Shane Medhurst being called up now to be spoken to. And the penalty goes to South. As the touch finder comes in from Carl Rimanui, and Jeppert charges the line and runs straight into Medhurst and Harris. Big clash up front. Now across to Riggs. Riggs goes hard and runs straight into Mulherron and Ben Medhurst. Wide again. Gagai in the centres, can't stay on his feet. Gagai in the brothers' territory. South's Hipwood, no, it's Galloway this time, the second rower. Wide it comes. Out to Hoffman, who can't handle it, puts the kick up finally. Back for it goes Ranke. Puts it down behind him. And the ball has been ruled to travel forward, and the scrum will go down. 28 metres out from the brothers' try line. Both teams down a player. Wide it comes from the south wind. Rimanui in the line, the fullback. Hoffman tries to duck through the defence, can't do so. Wrapped up by Mackenzie in 18. As Ben Medhurst now gives away a penalty within range for South. George R. Wang, the winger, steps up to take the penalty, put South in front. Wong, the left foot, moves in. Hits it long and straight, and it's over. South go to a lead after 4 minutes. Penalty to George R. Wong.
with the penalty goal for South. South 2, East for Bradbury 0.
Restart from Robinson. Down deep, Ha Wong takes it and finds Jeppert on the charge. Hits it up the middle, straight into Medhurst. And Harris there also. Across it comes now to Riggs. Riggs goes wide again, but wrapped up. Mulherron in there. Along with Medhurst, Ben Medhurst. Now Hoffman picks out Hipwood, and Hipwood charges the defensive line. Mulherron the tackler. Hoffman throws it wide. Out there is Picker. Picker goes to ground. Under 3 or 4 defenders. Kipling again. A big tackle there from Shane Medhurst. Down Scott Galloway. Hoffman with the kick. Penalty to South. Indiscretion by Brett Mulherron as Troy Hoffman kicked the ball, and as Jeppert now works it towards the Brothers line. Brothers forwards working overtime. Mulherron low that time. Now Kipling to Hoffman. That's Scott Galloway down. As Steve Marsh tries to make inroads into the fence. Centre field in front of the posts. Hipwood dives for the try line. Held up short. Spin it left. Kipling, Hoffman. Hoffman looks for somewhere to go. Can't find anywhere as the defence meets him. Plays it forward. Kipling smashed. A tackle by Steve Dowden. Dowden not impressed with the decision. The ball didn't appear to touch his arms at any stage, but great tackle from Dowden on Hoffman. Kipling it might have been as now. Kipling feeds the scrum. Hoffman steps away from one defender. But he's wrapped up by 3 others. In Anderson, Stevens, and Medhurst. Stevens in there again. Left to Kipling. And Kipling found a hole and gone straight through. Put it down under the post. Bill Kipling, number 7 for South. After 8 minutes, South leads 6-0. Why?
I mean, you hold it pointing towards the sun as much as you can. That's it.
Ha Wong moves in, hits it sweetly and sends it between the uprights for South to race further ahead, leading 8-0 after as many minutes in the 1995 A-grade Grand Final. Robinson, the all too familiar role of restart. Now it's Jeppert again, brings it back at the defence. McKenzie goes low and Harris over the top. Briggs again, hits it up hard, but Harris is there to meet him. And Gagai tries to take the ball and loses it. And Mackenzie comes away with it now onto Islandese. A chance for the brethren. Islandese straightens the attack and is swamped by Hoffman and Riggs. As Paskins tries to go through, he's taken high there. Off it comes now. Dowden. Anderson tries to crash his way over out wide. Mulherron, the dummy half, swings it across. Highlandies to Dowden. Dowden down in front of the posts. Back it comes. Mulherron to Highlandies. Highlandies finds a hole and he's over. So it's tit for tat here at the Junior League grounds. Richie Highlandies found a hole on the edge of the ruck, straight through the gap to score the try for Brothers. Great try to Richie Highlandies. Quick hands from the Brothers back from the quick hands from the play the ball. Found Highlandies with room to move and he stepped neatly through the hole to score the try. Paul Robinson now. Brothers fullback with the conversion. And he puts it through the centre. And after 10 minutes, 2 points the difference. R1 with the restart for South. Down to Mulherron. Picks up Harris, charging at the defence, and he runs straight into the defence. Harrison goes through, gets to the 30-metre line. Now Paskins comes in from the wing looking for some work, and he's met by 3 forwards there. Anderson works the short side, straight at Hoffman. Galloway's there. It's Krasansky now, Richie Highlandies. Dowden. Peter Phillips back on after that 10-minute stint, and then Luke Taylor greets him with a bone cruncher. Back they come from Mackenzie. Mackenzie steps, looks to find the hole, can't do so. Takes 2 defenders with him. Across it comes now. Dowden with the kick. Big torpedo punt that's got to go deep and in goal. And too deep. Over the dead ball line, the restart from the centre of the 22. Tap restart, sent wide to Picker, the big rangy centre. Tries to go around Mackenzie and can't do so. Luke Taylor straight back into the action and Peter Phillips meets him. On with Ranke. Hoffman, Galloway running wide, skirting the defence. No holes there. Ray Gagai now first off the ruck. Puts a little chip over the top and Phillips takes him out. Robinson now tries to ruck it through the centre of the ruck. Goes nowhere. Robinson with the touch finder. Shane Medhurst charges in and loses the ball. Medhurst scooped up. Galloway on the charge now as Brothers are set deep. Runs into Ben Medhurst. Offloads a one-hander to the lock forward Hipwood. He drops the ball. Good tackle underneath by Brett Mulheron, who's playing hooker with Jim Skinner off in the blood bin. Scrum in, won by Medhurst. Pass behind the referee for Landis, who gets set upon by his opponent in Riggs. Blindside Mulheron from dummy half, unloads back inside to Paskins, runs into the fence, can't get away. Wide for Landis. Shane Medhurst doesn't want the ball. Twice he's been at it and twice he hasn't connected. Played across now to Luke Taylor, and in the front rower charges into the defence. One-hander out to Ah Wong, who's picked up by Renke on the far side. South on the attack. Kipling deep to Hoffman. They're set very deep. Ray Gagai. Short pass to Picker. Picker bumps out of one defender. One tackle. Comes back again. Dowden, it's Brothers in possession. Harris takes a bad pass and charges the defence. Met head on there by Hipwood, Taylor and Gagai. As it comes to Phillips, runs straight into Picker. The big centre puts him to ground. Now, this time Meadows takes the ball, see if he can hold it. Does so, makes 6 or 8 metres. Brothers set to the left. Highlandis now for Dowden. Dowden runs at the defence, takes his man on and goes nowhere. Jimmy Skinner back onto the field in an appropriate headband. Finds Highlandis. Looks inside for Skinner. Skinner in the action straight away. 5th and last tackle against Brothers. Mackenzie comes in for the kick. Throws the long pass to Phillips, who can't handle it. The ball goes to ground. Knocked back. Shane Medhurst on the attack. The ball goes forward and over the touchline. Not a real good start to the grand final for big Shane Medhurst. Riggs now brings it away. Hoffman standing wide, looks for support. There's only Galloway standing very quietly outside him, and Galloway's wrapped up immediately by Steve Dowden. Luke Taylor runs at the defence, but he's swamped. Kipling puts the wrap around, turns, spins, goes himself, Kipling. But Peter Phillips is there with Medhurst, and they bring him to ground. Hoffman with the kick, down to where Robinson waits and takes it nicely on his chest. Starts to come back, faced by Gagai and Hoffman. Can't get away from Hoffman. He brings him to ground, 28 metres from his own line. As Renke now tries to find a way through. Ball played, Paskins, the other winger, comes in and hit hard. Big arm coming in from Taylor there. As Scott Traherne goes straight through the defence, picked up from behind by Luke Taylor in a good tackle. Now Brothers on a roll. Wide it goes, Dowden. Dowden got no support at this stage. Mackenzie's back inside. One hand to no one, picked up by Stevens. Runs in the defence, Stevenson can't go anywhere. As Galloway and Taylor put him to ground. Highlandis again. Looks for the little kick on the 5th tackle. He's sat on his tail. The ball goes loose. But it's a change over with the ball deemed to be knocked forward by the attacking players on their way through. That's the fullback, Rimanui. He'll play the ball. Jeppart standing one off the ruck. He's made it up over the 10-metre line. Kipling again trying to weave a path through the edge of the ruck. This time he's trapped. Plays it back for Hoffman to dance. Unload a one-hander. Hipwood on the Picker. Picker stands. Takes off now, but runs straight into Brett Mulheron. Across it comes for Scotty Galloway. Looks for an opening. Goes through it. Brought to ground, but he regains his feet. He makes it to the halfway with Stevens all over him. Fifth and last. Kipling, they call the run it. The ball goes down behind, beats Robinson. Souths the backs attack the ball, but Robinson's there, runs straight at Gagai and goes to ground. Paskin's in from the wing, tries to make ground towards the centre of the field, can't do so. Gagai affects the tackle. Now it's Renke, the other winger, comes in and gets a big one from Hipwood and Marsh. And Mick Tomrook on the field now. The utility player, fullback and second rower. Tom makes ground wide to Shane Medhurst, and he charges forward this time. Runs into the fence and carries them with him. They've used up 5 brothers. Still inside their own territory as Islandis looks to jam it over behind the defence. Down behind Wong. Races for the touchline. And it's found it. About 10 or 12 metres out from the south try line. Wong in from the scrum win. Almost went through the defensive line. It's now Anthony Ridge plays it. Rimanui tries to work his way to the forwards, the fullback. He's over 30 metres from his own try line. As Spicer it is going to ground. Kipling again, running and looking. Can't get past Shane Medhurst. Fifth and last, back for Hoffman. Ball comes down to where Rob Darby's on at fullback. Can't get away from Picker or Ridge. Renke it is. As Tomrook goes from dummy half, makes good yards up to the ruck, loses the ball, Tomrook. Ball retention not good for brothers in the early part of this game. 23 minutes in the game already, the mistakes are piling up. South's had plenty of opportunities. This time, it's Ridge again. Riggs puts the ball out to the winger, Krasansky. He gets round Islandis. He comes again and picks him up. Good chase from Islandis. Now it's Ridge across Rimanui. Kipling out to Hipwood, running wide. He's got a hole, picked up by Steve Dowden. Back inside to Gagai. Gagai's dangerous. He's only 20 metres out. He's closer than that as the ball comes across now. Kipling. Across to Riggs running as a centre. Onto the big fella, Spicer. Ridge can't handle it. Ball goes to ground. Mistakes coming from the South contingent now as the replacements are made. Richie Islandis to feed the scrum. Won by brothers. Cross now for the fullback Darby, the replacement on for Paul Robinson. Ben Medhurst gets another run up through the ruck. Now Sean Trahan tries to make some inroad and gets a penalty for being held down. South brothers restart inside their own half as Harris takes it up over the halfway line. Cut out past him, Medhurst. Ben Medhurst, the replacement back rower. Islandies now. Peter Phillips charges through a tackle by Kipling it is. 30 metres out, brothers. Across to Dowden. Dowden looks for a runner. Picks up one, but the ball's gone to ground. And there's been a shepherd rule there, an obstruction run. Second runner was picked up, but the first man, Tom Rook it was deemed to have run the obstruction. Tap restart just inside Brothers territory. It's now Hipwood charges the line. Good tackle from Michael Harris brings him down. Craig Woolsey into the attack. And Woolsey makes it within 33 metres of the Brothers line. Taylor again set upon by Shane Medhurst and big Michael Harris. Switch the blind from Kipling. Another cross for Galloway to be pinned. Still 20 metres away from the line. Across they come. Hoffman. Gagai brings Rimanui in the back line. Rimanui's got nowhere to go. He finds Krasansky on the wing. But Krasansky is down 30 metres out on the fifth and last tackle. Razor Gagai puts the bomb up. Centre field. Taken beautifully by the replacement fullback Rob Darby. With safe hands there. As now Renke tries to work it away. Peter Phillips charges the defensive line, but Picker and Hipwood are there to bring him to ground. Across it comes Ben Medhurst. Harris. Oh, took his eye off the ball, Michael Harris. First mistake he's made. And South's come up with the ball in Brothers territory. They're 35 metres out. Across it comes to Hoffman and he puts it down. Islandis feeds the scrum. On by Brothers, Dowden has it, goes across field. Picks up the fullback coming in, throws a nice pass wide there for Stevens onto the winger. And Renke is pulled down 5 metres inside South territory. Islandis on for Traherne. The pass has been ruled to have gone forward. Scrum into South and Wong brings it across field. And he's back slammed in a big tackle. Tom Rook win there with Medhurst. Ridge brings it away. Now it's on to Taylor. Picks up Scotty Galloway. Back to Taylor. Pivots. Can't go forward. Skinner's there to meet him. Kipling going across field there. Tries to unload. Can't do so. Still in their own territory, South. Hoffman tries to find a way through the ruck, steps, weaves, unloads a one-hander. Hipwood the lock forward, takes it wide to Wong, the winger, chips ahead. Wong chases up, but the fullback there in Rob Darby takes a flying catch on the ground. As now Renke tries to bring it in field. Harris, straight at the defence, Harris, swarmed on. Islanders, Mrs. Meadows finds Phillips. Phillips has got no support. And Gagai's there with Kipling to make sure he doesn't go any further. Skinner away on his own. Islanders now, left footer, across the field, across to Wong's wing, who drops it behind him. Gone back, he's 35 metres from his own try line. And he goes to ground. Rimanui, the fullback, into the action. South in disarray at the moment. No set of plan of attack. They're standing in bunches. Now they'll come to the side with Galloway busting through. Tries to unload the pass and goes to ground. And the referee will play the knock on. 35 metres out from Brothers line. Promising run from the big second rower. Tried to hold up the pass the last minute and unfortunately didn't go where it was supposed to, as Dowden works it away now and takes in a high tackle. Dowden finds the touchline. Right on the halfway point. The junction here with Shane Medhurst now charging at the defence. Spicer and Worsley wasn't the tackle as Harris goes over the 40-metre line. They go the same way with Skinner running around to pick up Phillips, running wide Phillips. Lined out wide, but Tom Rook tries to charge the defence. Calls out from outside the play as Ben Medhurst tries to find his way through. Picks up the fullback there in Derby, and it's the fifth and last tackle. Brothers on the attack. Highlandies, long pass to Tom Rook. Long pass, cut out past it from the ground, goes to ground, and it's been knocked forward. Rinky cleaning up the mistake. Hand over there. Just inside the 20-metre line. Now it's South's turn to ruck it out as Galloway gets in. Spicer, the big replacement, loses the ball in the tackle. Mulherron comes up with it. Blindside work for Paskins. Paskins tries to go inside the winger. Almost gets through Paskins. Wolseley there as the ball comes wide now for Islandies. Off his hip. Gagai picked the ball up. Set sail up the line. But the defence comes across and picks up Krasansky. Now it's Ridge. Charging up towards the halfway line. Galloway out wide, loses the ball, puts it down as Mulherron picks it up and turns defence into attack. Gets outside Picker, but Picker grabs him by the collar as Mulherron drives forward. Leaves Picker injured on the field. Mulherron now on his feet. Line side for Shane Medhurst and he charges the offensive line. Looks to support Medhurst, none available. Tom Rook, first man off the ruck. Tom Rook trying to push, trying to unload. Jabin Pickard is the big centre down for attention. Probably. Yeah, I think Plummer. I said, how things at your end of the world? Stevens on the attack. Offloads. Darby fighting every inch of the way to the try line. Across it comes now. Skinner. Dummies, straightens up, meets the attack head on. 3 or 4 metres out. Wide it comes to Islandies, gets him behind the defence. Dived on there by Ridge, but there's been a penalty ruled against South, offside. Want a banana? Successful conversion by Nick Tombrook. Restart from Wong. Scores locked up 8-all with 5 minutes remaining at half time as Phillips brings it back to the defence. Runs hard, runs straight and hits them hard. Busts through one tackle, goes through two. Riggs over the top, pulls him down. Good run of the big second rower. Had a 10-minute spill in the bin, but now he's back onto the field and hitting it up hard. As Traherne plays it for Mulherron to charge at the defence. He's wrapped up and can't play the ball now, he does. Cross for Dowden. Dowden puts the bomb down for Rimanui. He takes it, can't get away from Mackenzie. Rinky there and my big Michael Harrison with the assist as well. The fullback's not happy with the tackle. As Krasansky goes in and comes across on the angle for Skinner to pick him up. Now it's Galloway charging back in behind the ruck. But runs straight into Steve Dowden. Dowden again on Ridge. Now the ball's gone wide to Gagai. Riggs running out in the centres. Wong looks for a hole but can't find it as Renke brings him to ground. Razor Gagai with the ball now, holds it out one-handed as Rimanui comes through, puts it on the ground. Ridge play on as Hoffman goes across the field. 40 metres out, fifth and last. Gagai back with the ball. Charge down by Mulherron now. Islandis brings up towards the halfway line. Galloway and Spicer in there with the tackle. Now Darby takes it over the halfway line for Stevens to take it ahead. Skinner dummies, finds a defender, finds the winger inside. Haskins it is. 30 metres out, brothers. Now Anderson on the charge. Flips a one-hander at big Michael Harris. Harris tries to go through the gap. But Spicer's there. Ireland is Dowden. Mackenzie gets around Riggs. Riggs comes from behind, brings him down in a ball and all tackle. Halfback again, wide for the 5'8". Dowden tips it through and the fullback there, Rimanui. Took the ball in front of his post, but he's on the ground. Rimanui hasn't moved.
Peter Robinson, could you report the Secretary's office immediately, please? Peter Robinson to the Secretary's office immediately, please.
Restart now. South under their goalpost. Galloway runs into Phillips, gets away from him, but Stevens there to bring him to ground. Strong play at the centre. Line side comes Ridge. Anderson, Souths are set across the field, but they're still 20 metres from their own try line. As Kipling tries to find a hole, and he's slammed by Andrew Stevens. They go the same way. The kick from Hipwood. Back to where Renke is waiting inside his own half. Comes at the fence straight at Gagai and Riggs. Darby it is, the fullback. Let it come wide now for Scott Traherne, the replacement forward on the field. Anderson punches the hole, offloads a pass to Phillips. Got him behind the defence, Anderson. Good run from the big former Brisbane Brothers player. They swing the ball wide again. Dowden takes his backs across the field inside for Mackenzie. Mackenzie's always through, throws one to Mulherron. It's got to be real forward as the half-time siren sounds. And it's 8-all here at the Junior League grounds.
Try score for the south side with the assistant of Kipling. 2 goals, number 2, George Wong. For the Brothers side, the try scorer is number 7, Richard Irelandy. 1 goal, number 16, Nick Tumble, and also a goal to number 1, Paul Robertson.
Drink time.
Try scorer for the south side with number 7, Kipling. 2 goals, number 2, George Wong. The try scorer for the Brothers side was 7, Richard Irelandy. 1 goal to number 16, Nick Tumble, also a goal to number 1, Paul Robertson.
Irelandy's with the ball for the second half, and Harris takes it back to the South defence. Peter Phillips crashes his way upfield. Now Peter Anderson does the same. His brothers get a roll on to the halfway line. Traherne on there. Good defence. Dowden now with the kick downfield from the halfway line, where Rimanui waits for it, takes it 5 metres out. Finds Krasanchi coming across field and runs straight into Jeff Mackenzie, and Jim Skinner's come up with the ball. Brothers on the attack, 10 metres out. Wide to Islanders. Dowden stumbles. Can't offload a ball inside to Stevens. As the defence come at him, Stevens goes across field. More defence. More pressure for the Brothers. Line side again as Harris charges at the line. Harris goes close. Wide for Irelandys on the Dowden. Swivels, pivots, goes nowhere Dowden. Irelandys tries to chip it through. And he scored the try. Off the hands of Riggs into Irelandys' arms, and he scored the try for Brothers to put them in front.
South knocked it on, and he just cleaned up.
Locked on him. Robinson moves in, hits it sweetly. And Brothers go up at 14 points to 8 over South. 2 minutes into the second half. Wong drives it down to where Skinner waits for it. Then finds Phillips charging at the defence. Spicer, Taylor, bring him down. Traherne offloads in the tackle. Dowden standing still. Now Mulherron charges forward. Traherne again, can't find a way through the defence. Dowden puts it downfield. Rimanui waits under it, takes it well. Down 20-metre line. Comes to Mackenzie. Mackenzie cuts him down and a good tackle with the help of Skinner. Wong in from the far wing. Brings it across to his own wing now as Riggs goes from dummy half. Picks up the lock forward, Hipwood. Kipling spots the opening as Anderson was behind the line. Riggs now goes through. Highlanders picks him off 10 metres inside his own territory. Inside. Second rower loses it. Galloway that was. Made a good bust up the middle but lost the ball. Rinky now plays it forward. Met by Spicer and Hipwood. Highlanders looks for Harris. Harris hits the line. Spins but can't offload. Highlanders again, takes him up. Highlanders almost through the gap. Picks up Skinner now, Dowden. Stevens, straight through Stevens, busts the defence of Hoffman. Comes to the fullback, Rimanui, drives a jam in, can't do so. Rimanui equal to the task as the Brothers go left now as Highlanders look for support out wide. There's Paskins for the corner. Drives in and he scores the try. Great break, great support play, and a great finish by Paskins. Stevens made the initial break. From that tackle on Stevens, Highlanders went left. Found the defence wanting, picked up Paskins on the sideline and he crashed over in the corner to score the try. Went through the tackle of Hoffman, who seems to be in trouble. It was Hoffman's tackle that allowed Andrew Stevens to break through. Robinson moves in with the conversion attempt. Close to the post and it's swung away. And it's Brothers 18-8.
Robinson was unsuccessful. Brothers 18, South 8.
Go Brothers!
Phillips now brings it back and runs hard at the South defence. Traherne trying to weave his way through.
The driver of the Sunshine Television van, it must be moved immediately, please. The driver of the Sunshine Television van, it must be moved immediately, please.
Not this one. He's over there. South's in possession. Riggs it is, 40 metres out from his own line. Kipling now picked off by Mackenzie, gets away to Spicer. The big fella charges forward. But Harris is there with Mulherron. Now it's Jeppert back on. Skinner though, low tackle, and Islandies over the top, bring him down right on the halfway line. Taylor. No way through there for Luke Taylor. Kipling inside for Hipwood. Gets out of one tackle. Hipwood unloads to Mulherron, and Mulherron comes up with the ball. Brothers in possession, 40 metres from their own line. Robinson, the fullback, back on. Plays it now. It's big Shane Medhurst charges the defensive line. Holds the ball this time, Medhurst. Disappointing first half. He lost it on 3 occasions when Brothers looked dangerous. Now Phillips crashes into the line. Good grab there by Kipling. Pulls him down 40 metres out. Left they go again. Dowden looks up for Stevenson. Stevenson straight through. Looking for support inside is Traherne. Traherne heading for the try line. He's pulled out short. And he's made the try line. Scott Traherne, the replacement, backed up Andrew Stevens, who ran hard and straight. Traherne was ankle tapped and was able to make it to the try line, and he scored the try. Robinson lines it up, puts it straight over the black dot. And Brothers race away with this game, 24-8 over the Premier's South. Brothers have hit a purple patch. They're holding the ball, they're controlling it for 6, and they're doing some damage when the opportunity arises. As Wong gets it underway, Highlanders picks up Phillips and he comes back at the defence again, crashes hard at the defence. He's swamped by 3 of the South's pack. Dummy half goes Skinner the blind side, found him short there. Highlanders now, big Shane Medhurst, half-hearted and loses the ball again, Medhurst. Not having a happy grand final, the big second rower. Scrum window South. As Kipling wraps around and picks up Gagai, but Stevens has got him. He stands, offloads. Riggs goes back in field. Straightens up the big second rower, playing out in the centres. Wide for the replacement there in Laycock, the halfback. As it comes across to Kipling now, no support, looks inside and picks up Scotty Galloway. Galloway's within 20 metres of the line. South line deep on the left. Kipling swings it back inside. Ridge caught with it. Picks one back to Jeppert. Out to raise a Gagai. Gagai tries to spot an opening. Rimino the fullback in there, and Wong's in the corner, but he's lost the ball and knocked out of the match. Great cover defence from the fullback there who took him out on suspicion. He's hurt himself, Robinson. But Wong was in the corner. He lost the ball in the tackle. Mackenzie works it away from his own try line, the former Australian schoolboys Rugby Union 5'8". Now it's Ranky, the winger. Mulheron hits it up now. The forward's running hard and straight. Now it's Phillips taking the one ruck off, straight into Luke Taylor and loses the ball, Phillips. Phillips and Marsh coming to grips there. Marsh running on the wingers. Souths win the scrum. And Laycock, it's the winger Krasansky it is. He tries to ruck it in field, makes a few metres for Krasansky. Wide it comes for Laycock. Gagai picks up Rimanui and he's driven towards the sideline by Stevens. Back it comes to Gagai. Tries to go behind the defence, picks up Ridge. But there's Harris and Mackenzie there to put him to ground. Kipling now tries to weave his way through, picks up Ridge, rips, pops it over his shoulder. Mackenzie picks up the ground and loses in the tackle. Luke Taylor regains and takes the charge forward. South on the attack. First of 6. Cross to Kipling. Long one. Laycock, Riggs. Gagai in the open. The ball goes behind him on the ground. Picked up by Paskins, and Paskins is off to the sideline. Only Jeppert in front of him. Oh, takes him with a high shot. Gets away from him. Back in field. Runs at Laycock, and Laycock brings him to ground. Brothers on the attack. Now it's Big Shane Medhurst going forward. He controls the ball this time. 38 metres out. Michael Harris charges the defensive line. Marsh takes a big hit. I think he hit his own man Spicer in the tackle. As Islandis goes forward, goes sideways now. Can't pop the pass. Big line here for the brothers. They go back inside to Renke, and Renke's put it down. The penalty's been ruled. Riganui, centre field on the 20-metre line. With the touch finder. Makes about 15 metres. Jeppert now takes it back into the defence of Harris, Tom Rook and Shane Medhurst. Across it comes. And Scotty Galloway again tries to punch it out wide, but Ben Medhurst and Skinner are there. Kipling runs the blind, runs himself, work it through. Shane Medhurst pops the pass. And it's the winger Krasansky who's pushed in the touch on the far side. Toss it comes now to Darby. Darby on for Robinson, who was into that tackle early on. Wong as Ben Medhurst sends it over the halfway line. Harris waits for it, takes it now and runs straight at the defence. And it's Hipwood and Spicer in there. Islandies now. Dowden sends it wide to Tomrook, who spins out of one tackle, still on his feet. Tomrook still going. Can't unload the pass. He'll play the ball, 41 metres out. Ball comes across to Skinner. Skinner steps back inside, finds a little hole there, Skinner. Start to make a few metres up the middle, brothers. Fifth and last against the brethren. So Islandies pumps it high in the air. Hanging there for Tim Rimanu. And he meets Jeff McKenzie at the same time. Rimanui 10 metres out. Krasansky now comes across the field. Ranky, Mulherron underneath, Ranky over the top. Laycock from dummy half, can't go anywhere. Jeppert across to Riggs, Riggs running in the centres. Still got a mile of pace, Terry Riggs. As Jeppert goes from dummy half, can't find any runners, backs up to Riggs, and Riggs goes down the sideline. Fifth and last tackle against South. The Sharks trailing by 16 points. As the kick goes nowhere. Scramble pack 38 metres out from South Lions. Stevens has it now, works it back in behind the ruck. Highland, he's organising his troops, takes the first pass, finds Ben Medhurst, willing to take it forward, but he goes to ground. Harris now tries to get him behind the ruck. Line side, Highlandies. Looks back inside to Mulherron. Medhurst offloads to Tomrook. Tomrook gets away from one. Finds Dowden in a hole. Dowden throws a long pass to McKenzie. McKenzie bounces out of one tackle. Still looking McKenzie. Highlandies now. Runs to the line. Inside to Tomrook, and Tomrook charges. Hand over, 6 tackle against the brethren. Scrum window south, and Wolseley comes off the back of the scrum. Kipling it is. This is Wolseley with the ball now. Craig Wolseley. Wide to Galloway again, and Galloway charges at the defence. Laycock a dummy half. Kipling with the ball. Sends it down to where the fullback Darby brings it back, comes inside the defence, gets over his 30-40 metre line. Gets pulled to ground, plays it forward, no marker. Looks again, makes 12 metres. McKenzie comes into that one, but Ranky was there to take it. The winger smothered in a big tackle by the South forwards. Plays it now, Highlandies. Holds it back from Medhurst. Medhurst tries to go wide. Across it comes Islandies again. Inside, Shane Medhurst tries to punch a hole, goes up the centre, but Spicer's there to meet him. As wide it goes, the brothers' backline set wide. Dowden puts the chip up. Good little bomb coming down to no man's land. Rimanui misses it, can't take it at all. Andrew Stevens tries to get it, but the ball goes into touch. South to feed this one. Scrum win to South. As Laycock goes to ground under the tackle of Dowden. Now Galloway again punches for a hole, gets through a hole, Galloway, and Harris picks him up from behind. Rides him to ground. Laycock, Ridge it is. Ball goes wide. This is Laycock. Hipwood picked up on a good tackle by Richie Island. He's the brothers' halfback. Gagai now looks, offloads to Taylor. He offloads to our Wong, but Renke's there, equals us, throws it back inside over Woolsey's head, and Andrew Stevens comes up with it for the Brethren. Andrew Stevens takes the ball. Brothers on the attack again. Harris charges back to the halfway line. Makes it over the line, Harris. 3 on his back. Woolsey around his neck, won't let him go. Taylor there also in the tackle. As Medhurst winds up and runs straight into Spicer. Bad play the ball there. Tomrook on the blind side waiting for it. Finds a gap now, Tomrook. Tries to punch a hole. Offloads. Medhurst backs up. Traherne can't handle him. South on the attack through Laycock. A bad pass out to the winger. Krasansky had no chance of picking that up. Just below his knees. Big opportunity for the Sharks. Scrum win to Brothers. Islanders, Dowden now. Goes at his opposing number. Can't go through him. Medhurst there to take the first one. Gets inside Gagai, but can't get away from Laycock and Spicer. Plays the ball, Spicer all over him. Now it's Traherne again, runs at Taylor, lines him up. Back on end as Renke tries to get it outside, does so Renke. Goes round the outside, steps inside the lock forward, and the ball's knocked out of his hand. Good covering tackle from Chris Hipwood, the lock forward. Renke was on the fly. Scrum won by South. As Worsley brings it up. Now it's Galloway. Restart from the halfway line. Jeppert comes at Harris, and Harris puts him to ground. Luke Taylor punches forward. South's got a back line set very deep on this side. Across to Laycock, and Gagai wrap around for the lock forward Hipwood to come in, but there's no way through there. Penalty to South, takes him 20 metres out as Jeppert goes again at the defence. Runs hard, Jeppert. Brothers on the defensive now, they're moving up quickly in the fence, trying to find the hole. Kipling almost does so, passes away. Let us knock forward. Ridge finished up with the ball over the try line, but the pass was knocked down as Kipling threw it inside to a support player. Time out now as Jeppert's injured. Scrum win, the Brothers. This is the fullback derby. On the ball now, Mackenzie. No, Renke it is, the winger. In looking for work, Renke. Shane Meadows now charges the tail and bumps him off. But Galloway's got him around the legs. Traherne hits hard, Traherne. 13 minutes remaining in this A-grade grand final as Tom Rook looks to step through and offload, steps through, throws a one-hander, finds up Islandies. Outside him is Mackenzie. But then he's getting ridden to the ground by the halfback, Bill Kipling. He's under a sea of blue and gold there. There's now Dowden, pumps it down to the left-hand corner. Krasansky there. Doesn't know where to go, Krasansky goes back the other way but runs into the defence. Dowden himself who's there with the tackle, along with Anderson. Worsley offloads to Rimanu, then on to Ridge backing up. Kipling wide to Gagai. Gagai hasn't been in the game much today. Ah Wong in the centres, but Ah Wong's driven backwards in a strong tackle from Andrew Stevens. Gets it back. Jeppard it is, comes away with it. Only as far as Shane Medhurst. Mick Tomrook it is. Ah Wong in the centre of the field. Kipling from dummy half, swings it across the ruck to Gagai, who tries to go through the centre. Back to Kipling. Kipling's wrapped up. Traherne in there with Ben Medhurst. A kick now from Laycock as Darby comes through and feels it nicely. Finds a hole. Darby's almost straight through. Good tackle from Ridge underneath to bring him down. Averted danger for the Sharks. Peter Phillips charges the defensive line, runs into Spicer. Now Peter Anderson up the blind side. Highlanders calls it. Dowden, Ben, short pass of Ben Medhurst. Medhurst standing. Does so inside to Mackenzie, offloads beautifully. Mackenzie goes to the ground about 27 metres out. Brothers on the attack again. Tom Rook looks to go on his own, chips it through. Back there is Krasansky. Throws his hands in there as he goes past him, Tom Rook, but it's penalty there. Skinner not releasing the player. Renke it was that came in second. Touch finder. Doesn't find it. Renke knocks it behind him, picks it up and goes forward now, Renke. Rimanui up to meet him. 32 metres out. Shane Medhurst. Taylor's got him. Taylor, Spicer and Galloway in there for the tackle. Islanders shuffles it onto Anderson and Anderson busts through the defence. Tries to offload, can't do so. Skinner from dummy half dummies. One-handed Islanders now who goes back behind the ruck. Looking for someone out wide. Gets through one defender. Gets away from Hipwood, who's on the ground injured. Now it's wide across to Medhurst. On to Dowden. On to Tom Rook. Mackenzie's outside him. He tries to hold the pass up and goes to ground and Woolsey's after it. Picked up though by Dowden. Knocked back. Darby out to Stevens. Stevens looks inside for Renke. Renke's almost there. He's through. Straight through under the post. George Renke, a beautiful inside pass from Andrew Stevens. Looked to have taken the wrong option, but the hole open for him. And Brothers are further in front. Shit. Isn't this isn't it the Brothers 4 premierships?
Bad, eh? Just when you don't like it.
Get some close-ups of 15 blue if you can. Actually, would have got one then. He made the bust earlier. Mick Tomrook lines it up. Left foots it over the crossbar. And it's Brothers 30 leading South 8. Restart from Wong. Down to Skinner. Finds Darby on the fly. Runs straight into the fence, Darby. Phillips now takes the offload from Islanders and goes to ground under a wall of defenders. Brothers in control. Their forwards have done the damage for them. As Tomrook takes it the blind side, bounces away from Ray Gagai. Big Shane Meadows now tries to go forward, but Luke Taylor's round his legs like a blue heeler pup. Now Anderson charges it back, offloads nicely to the Derby. The Derby goes into touch on the halfway line. Scrum winter south, now Gagai pops a pass to no one. R1 picks it up on the fly. Sends it to Wolseley, and Wolseley's no match for Renke in the wing department. A bit fast, Wolseley, for him. Renke's a bit winger, and Wolseley a second row playing on the wing. As Anthony Ridge charges through the defence. Kipling again. Looks for support, finds Spicer, puts him through a nice hole. And the big second rower. Charges through now, Kipling again. On to Laycock. Gagai pops it for Laycock, puts the wraparound on with Wong. Down it goes for Derby, who waits for it. Picked up by Renke. Renke's away from one or two defenders. Comes to Gagai, goes around him. Cuts back inside. Highlanders. Mulherron throws a long pass to nobody. Tim Rook's out there. Gets away from one defender, gets away from two, gets around Taylor. Straightens up, finds himself in a hole. Puts the foot down. Offloads to Skinner. Skinner can't pick up the support in Mulherron, who is flying. South opening up the middle. Highlanders holds the pass up for Stevens, and Stevens goes through again. Luke Taylor cuts him off. Jeppard it is. Stevens is corked. Plays it slowly now, Islanders. Wide, Derby, Anderson. Picked off by Ridge and can't get the pass away. Mulherron tries to find away. Derby looks back inside, steps in through the hole, sets it up for Skinner. One hander out the back door to nobody. Mackenzie's up there, comes back in behind the ruck. Gets past one or two, gets through Wong, gets through a 30, beats the fullback. He's on his way, Mackenzie, heading for the try line. Jeff Mackenzie puts it down under the post. The former Australian Rugby Union schoolboy, 5'8", steps through some feeble defence and sends Brothers further ahead. They lead 34 points to 8.
south side, 34 points to 8, with a conversion attempt to come.
Do you want me to go, because they face that way and they do their presentation, do you want me to go over there?
Do you want to? I'll pack up here if you do.
Oh. Well, that man,
Mackenzie lines up to convert his own try and does so.
Conversion attempt by number 18, Jessica Yates, was successful. Brothers 36, South.
Kick-off taken by Mulherron, Traherne it is, who rips back into the defence. Mulherron now steps away from dummy half, tries to go wide, gets the ball knocked out of his hands. And Galloway then takes Skinner, who picks the ball up. It's Darby, the fullback now, who's almost through the defensive line. They just keep coming forward, brothers. There's no answer to them today, South. Anderson again charges forward. Luke Taylor trying his best. Skinner offloads to nobody. Highlandies ducks under one, spins it for Dowden. Dowden turns. Mackenzie back inside. Mackenzie's underway again. Steps through the defence, once held up. Offloads to Tom Rook, and Tom Rook gets around Ah Wong. Up the sideline. Throws it inside past Stevens. Can't pick it up on the bounce. Ball's going to be knocked on. Peter Phillips is there to pick it up. Scrum in the South, ball's on the ground. Laycock picks it up. Rimanui from dummy half. Fullback looking for an opening. Sends Krasinski down the sideline as Temrook takes him. As the full-time hooter sounds. And Brothers have taken 4 premierships. Brothers 4 from 4, taking the A grade 36-8 over the minor premier South. A big turnaround. Brothers just kept coming. Their forwards kept hitting the defensive line, and they held out South when South mounted an attack. But when they found their feet, Brothers, they put paid to South's chances. South scored 8 points in the first 8 minutes. Then we're held scoreless for the next 72 minutes by a very committed and determined Brothers outfit.